Imagine a life without water. Every day, in some way, water touches our lives. Those first moments, a first swim, it saves lives. First Nations people, living in harmony with the land and water, through seasons of plenty and seasons of drought for thousands of years. First Nations people have a deep spiritual and cultural connection to water and have always recognised its importance. Water is life. The water you see on Earth today is the same water that has existed for billions of years, moving in an endless cycle. The city of Sydney grew around a freshwater stream, a stream that was significant to the traditional owners of the area, the Gadigal people. This stream had been a source of fresh water and food for thousands of years. Sydney grew and the seasons changed, and that small stream, known today as the Tank Stream, no longer met the city's needs. As the population boomed, the search for additional and new sources of water was underway. In 1888, the Water Board was established and became a pioneer in the expansion and delivery of Sydney's water supply. New dams were built, networks of pipes designed. The journey began to supply world-class water services to Greater Sydney. At 4 times the size of Sydney Harbour, one of the largest drinking water dams in the world, Warragamba Dam, was added to the supply in 1960. The Water Board evolved into an innovative state-owned corporation known as Sydney Water in 1994. In the early 2000s, Sydney Water's vision to invest in modernised infrastructure to support our growing city became a reality. A new recycled water plant for the Athletes' Village during the Sydney Olympics, the Sydney Desalination Plant and Rouse Hill Recycled Water Scheme paved the way for the future of world-class water services. Rainfall provides 85% of our drinking water supply, but varying spikes in demand, unprecedented weather patterns linked to climate change, flood, fire, and the inevitable cycle of drought impacts the amount of raw water available in the network of dams for Sydney Water to treat. So we can have a resilient water supply for our children, their children, and many generations to come. It's time to explore every option available as other cities are doing. We've been working together for 135 years, Sydney. The search for new sources of water is underway. Let's get ready for tomorrow. Imagine a life with an abundance of water. A modernised water supply that doesn't rely so heavily on rainfall. Water for all our needs. There are several ways Sydney Water can continue to provide world-class drinking water with less reliance on rain. Using recycled water for greening Greater Sydney parklands, watering gardens and washing our cars saves drinking water for just that, drinking. Desalination is one of the ways we already provide drinking water when our systems need additional support in times of increased demand. The existing Sydney Desalination Plant can provide up to 15% of our drinking water needs. Increasing our use of desalination to treat seawater has the potential to provide up to 70% of our water needs by 2056. Purified recycled water, or PRW, is another way to top up drinking water supplies and is already done successfully in more than 35 cities all around the world, including Los Angeles, Perth, and Singapore. Drinking water made from PRW is triple treated, passing through 3 different treatment plants before reaching the customer. PRW has many environmental and cost-saving benefits and could provide up to 25% of water needs across our city by 2056. All of Sydney's drinking water is treated to the same strict Australian drinking water guidelines, some of the strictest in the world. Not only are we exploring new water sources, we're also investing in major infrastructure, focusing on development and urban growth, as well as protecting our waterways. As our city continues to grow, We're creating thousands of new jobs and providing thousands of new homes and businesses with world-class water services. By 2026, Sydney Water will have invested about $3 billion in infrastructure across Western Sydney. By far, our largest investment is the Upper South Creek Advanced Water Recycling Centre. It will deliver sustainable wastewater treatment and high-quality recycled water to create a cooler, greener Western Parkland city with a wide range of benefits for the entire community. Our plans for the delivery of water services provide for the current and future needs of our growing city. A modern city with open, green spaces built around healthy waterways. Water for our gardens and parks to bring down the average temperatures and produce a livable environment. Clean, safe drinking water for generations to come. Let's continue to work with water, one of our most precious resources, as First Nations people have done for thousands of years. Let's get ready for tomorrow. The future of water is here.